Hey guys, what's up? Ian here again. Right, today we are going to be talking Cannibal Corpse third album release, filled with Chris Bones in it, Tomb of the Mutilated. I'm just going to start off this review by saying this is by far probably the best death metal album ever. This is when Cannibal Corpse started getting recognized by the mainstream, sort of by the mainstream. This is when they started having censored covers because Berrett was, out there, made people mad and stuff. So then Tomb of the Mutilated came, and it just set the bar up way high. People didn't think it was going to get any higher than Berrett, but it did. And what do you know? The artwork. Holy crap. Just go look it up. I can't explain it. It's brutal, intense, bloody, most shocking thing you'll probably ever see in your entire life. So, probably don't look it up if you're new to Cannibal Corpse, but if you want to, go ahead. Don't blame it on me if you get caught by your parents. Anyway. Now let's talk about the actual music. The music, start to finish, from the intro to Hammer Smash Face to the ending riff of Beyond the Cemetery, it's just so much better than Butchered at Both. Everything is so clearly, you can hear the drums clearly, you can hear the guitars, the bass, the vocals, everything. Rhythm guitar solos, it's just like, even though it's still Scott Bourne's producing, it's just so good. The production is very similar to Eaten Back to Life and Butchered at Both, and of course The Bleeding and Vile, because those are the only ones that Scott Bourne's produced. And production is probably, I'd probably say the best production, or best producer, Scott Bourne's, within the Chris Bones era. I almost said Corpse Grinder. Didn't want to get that mixed up. Corpse Grinder is the other vocalist. So, now let's get actually to the musicianship. The last two albums you couldn't really hear the bass sound too much, but on this album, including some bass solos from time to time, most famous one, of course, Hammer Smash Face, you can hear it perfectly. And Alex Webster does an amazing job at those bass solos, and just, of course, start to finish with the bass, it's just amazing. I don't know where the other bass solos was. I think there was one in Split Wide Open, but I'm not completely sure. If you guys know where there is, well, the bass solos are the other ones besides Hammer Smash Face, just let me know something comment. But overall, bass solos are amazing. Can of course are really good. The bass, of course. Drums, holy crap. The drums. The blast beats that Paul does in this are amazing. And every time he's doing like a blast beat, he'll go into a groove and then go back into a blast beat, and it's just, I don't know how he does it. He's just the best death metal drummer there is. It's just crazy. But yeah, that's pretty much all I had to say about the drums. Just amazing, definitely. And I can't see anybody else being a drummer for Cannibal Corpse besides Paul and Zilkowitz. So yeah, guitars, Bob Russay and Jack Owen, very, very good. This is actually the last album Bob Russay did, and he is a very good guitarist, and in some ways wish he never left, but yeah. Of course Rob Barrett came, so, but we'll get to Rob Barrett in the next one. Jack Owen, of course, fits Cannibal Corpse so well. He just does everything good, does solos just amazingly. Just everything about this album is practically perfect. I know some people in some reviews say there can't really be a perfect album, but in my opinion, this is a perfect album within death metal in Cannibal Corpse. This is 100% perfect, in my opinion. Everything, there was no mistakes. There was no mistakes with the production, no mistakes with the bass, no mistakes with the drums, no mistakes with the guitars, vocals. I almost forgot the vocals. Chris Barnes is absolutely the deepest voice he can be on this album. It didn't sound too right, but whatever. He goes so deep that it's just amazing. People always argue about where did he be the deepest at, but sure, the bleeding, Mutilated is definitely the album when he was deepest. I mean, and the lyrics still writes those crazy intense lyrics that just fit Cannibal Corpse perfectly. Very, very good vocalist, and of course, this album came out in 1993, and this is when Chris Barnes started doing originally a side project, 6 Feet Under, and eventually came into a band. But 1993 was when 6 Feet Under was pretty much formed, and they started doing that side project. Just Chris Barnes. Nobody else. I don't think anybody else from Cannibal Corpse were actually involved with 6 Feet Under besides Chris Barnes. But you know, still pretty cool. So yeah, I think that's pretty much all I have to say about this album. I mean, it's amazing from start to finish. Definitely recommend it if you're a death metal fan. You can't call yourself a death metal fan until you heard at least one song off this album and just know the awesomeness of it. So overall, there's no doubt in my mind. I don't even have to think about for a second about this amazing album. 10 out of 10. Cannibal Corpse, Tomb of the Mutilated. 10 out of 10. Definitely check it out. It's just mind-blowing, crazy Cannibal Corpse brutality. Definitely. If you are getting into Cannibal Corpse, this album is your typical Cannibal Corpse album. So that's pretty much it. 10 out of 10. See you guys next time when we review The Bleeding. Yeah.